You know, most people think the weather app on their phone is all they need. And I used to think that too. I'm out working on the fence back in the back pasture. Sun's out. Everything looks fine. Then all of a sudden, you start seeing the builder clouds, which is not that unusual around here in the afternoons. Most afternoons in the summer, anyway. And I glanced down at my phone, nothing. So I'm like, okay. And so I keep working, then boom, we got lightning. I thought, uh-oh. So I look at my phone again. You know what was on here? Nothing. I'm gonna tell you what, when you're out here working on stuff, I think that really changes the way you need to look at weather. Weather just isn't something we check before we walk out the door. It helps decides when we work livestock, when we water the livestock in the garden, when we mow, and sometimes when it's time to stop and head for the shelter. Over the years, we've had several weather stations, and some have been better than others. And I've always been a little bit of a weather nut, but I had several apps on my phone and nothing went off. And look, I don't care if you've got 10 or 15 weather apps, none of them are perfect by themselves. But if you put them all together with a little common sense, you can make better decisions that'll keep you safe. And you know what? That really matters. The weather stations we've had around here over the years have allowed us to make much better decisions as far as workload. And I don't want to make it sound like our current or older weather station we have now is a piece of junk, because it's just not. It's worked well. It's served us well for a very long time. And we got a lot of good information from it. And for years, it did exactly what we needed it to do. Well, mostly. But little by little, it started becoming one of the more things I had to keep fooling with. The rain gauge would clog. Bugs would get inside. And when that happened, the station might look like it was fine, but when the rain totals came in, they were zero. And that's kind of the part that bothered me. If you know something is broken, I can certainly fix it. But if I don't know it, well, there's not much I can do about it until after the storm is gone. And that data, of course, is gone with it. And around here, some of the storms we have are the ones you really want to track. So after pulling it down and putting it back up time and time and time and time again, I finally decided it was, well, we needed to try something different. You know, after being on this earth 1,000,000 years, some days it seems that way, I've learned something new. The more information I have before the weather gets here, the better decisions I can make. Whether it's working cattle, goats, finishing a fence, or deciding it's time to get out of Dodge and get back to the barn, those few extra minutes can make a big difference. That's really what this upgrade was about. Just one more dependable source of information. And sometimes one more layer of warning is worth a whole bunch. If you spend much time outside, whether it's farming, gardening, working around your place, or just keeping an eye on the weather, I'd be interested to know what weather station and what weather app you trust the most. Please leave them in the comments below. I always enjoy seeing what everybody else is using. Now let me show you why I ended up choosing the one I did. Once I decided it was time to replace the old station, I had a decision to make. Do I buy another weather station just like the one I had, or do I try something different? Well, I spent a whole bunch of time researching, watching videos, trying to figure out, which station would work best for us. And the more I looked, the more I kept coming back to the Tempest Weather Station. It's made by WeatherFlow, and it seemed to fit everything we need to keep track of around the farm. Now, if you're not familiar with the Tempest, it's a complete weather station that sends all its information right to your phone and the computer. And the one thing I liked right away was there are just simply fewer, like none, moving parts. And after dealing with clogged rain gauges and bugs getting inside the old station time and time and time again, that made a lot of sense to me. Another thing that caught my attention was lightning detection. The very first alert Julie and I received was lightning. It was about 11 to 13 miles is what it said. And that's exactly the kind of warning I was hoping for. And I also like the way it measures rainfall. No funnel, nothing sitting on top to clog like my old station. And for me, that's a really big improvement. And finally, I like the way it fit into what we were already doing. It didn't replace everything else. It just became another tool. And that's what I was really after. Look, installing this thing was really pretty easy. I mounted it out on one of our open pastures on top of a 10-foot piece of 1-inch conduit. It's got a good view of the sky. The hub connected, it's probably 200-300 feet away from the actual weather unit, and I didn't have any problems. I installed the app on my phone, Julie put it on hers, and a few minutes later, poof, we got weather. And about 5 minutes after that, we got our first lightning alert. Well, I hate to tell you, that happens a lot around here. We have a lot of lightning, and that's the first lightning alert I've gotten in a very, very, very long time. And there it was, 11 to 13 miles away. This is exactly why I bought this thing. Now, 11 miles may not sound like it's all that close, but if I'm out there feeding the animals or fixing fence, hanging onto a 10-mile lightning rod, or working on a piece of equipment, that's exactly the kind of information I want. It isn't telling me to panic, it's simply saying, pay attention. And I like that, because most of the time, good decisions don't come from reacting. They come from having just a little more information before you need it. That's exactly what I was hoping this weather station would do. Not make decisions for me, just help me make better ones. Time will tell if this Tempest Weather System is perfect for us. It's only been installed a relatively short time, and I'm leaving the old weather station up right where it is. All the problems and everything else with it. Over the next several months, I'm going to compare the two throughout the thunderstorms, heavy rain, strong winds, whatever else Mother Nature decides to throw at us. Maybe 6 months from now, I'll tell you this is the best weather station I've ever owned. Or maybe I'll tell you I was wrong. Either way, I'll let you know. The goal isn't to predict the better weather than anybody else. That's not going to happen. The goal is to have enough good information to make better decisions for the people and animals that depend on you. I hope this weather station never has to warn us about anything serious. But if it gives us just a little more information before the next storm, or a little more time to get ourselves and our animals where they need to be, then it will have already proven its worth. And to me, that's money well spent. If you enjoy practical videos about making life on the farm a little easier, a little safer, and being a little more self-reliant, I'd sure appreciate it if you subscribe. We've got plenty more projects coming. From all of us here at Possum Ridge Farms, until next time, I'll see you down at the barn.